Okay, everybody, welcome, Taurus. This is your love reading, divine love reading for the month of May 2016. And I want to say that these cannot resonate with everybody, because that would be just impossible. I'm just going to give whatever messages come through. I'm not going to be concerned with, who they resonate with. They're for who they're for. So if they don't resonate with you, check out your rising and moon signs, because one of those will most likely resonate with you. And the partner, when I say partner, I'm talking about whoever you're thinking about when you watch this video. Whatever relationship has been pressing on your heart and mind, then that is the partner that I'm talking about. It's not necessarily someone that you are in a relationship with. But, these are, I can't make these resonate for every person. So it's my belief that these resonate with those who need the messages the most at the time. I feel like that's the strongest energy and messages that I pick up on, and that's for a reason. So I really do hope that they're beneficial for many of you. If it doesn't resonate, like I said, check out your moon and rising sign, and then you can book a personal reading with me. The link will be below for that in the description, if you want to just book a personal reading where I can look at your specific situation. Okay, Taurus. All right, let's do it. Okay, your partner's energy, your energy, and the energy, the third energy of the relationship. And the overall energy, dun, 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 obstacles and challenges this month. So that happens. Of course, that happens. Now I'm going to do the clarifying energies. For the cards that I have down, I use the Psychic Tarot, or Psychic Tarot, however, deck by John Holland. It's one of my favorites. I do enjoy that deck. For the clarifying energies, I use the Oracle of Vision deck. And that is a deck that does not have any type of built-in, meanings for the cards. They're strictly interpreted through the soul, which is how I operate as an intuitive anyway. So, those will be the cards that I'm using for the clarifying energies. Spirit, what are the energies, the clarifying energies for Taurus for the month of May? What are the clarifying energies for Taurus for the month of May 2016? I'm gonna help the Tauruses out here, Spirit. Give me the messages in a way that I can understand, please. All right, let's get it on. Let's see. All righty. For your partner, I hope you guys can see the cards good. I'll try to show them anyway. For your partner, we have discontent and boredom. Now, what I gather from that, from those two cards, is that your partner is in a position where they are feeling some discontentment, but it's based on them not seeing the bigger picture. So somehow their view has gotten really narrow in the way that they're thinking about things, the way that they're looking at love, the relationships, their own beliefs, and the thoughts in their own mind. And they've gotten so narrow that they're not seeing the bigger picture, and them not being able to see the bigger picture is what's causing them the discontentment and boredom, to feel like things aren't happening the way they want them to be happening. But we have something good. We have some goodies right here. Because these other cards that they have here, this is love begins. Okay. So they are beginning to open their heart more. Love is creeping in for them. They are seeing, they're starting to kind of see things your way. They're starting to share your perspective on a few things. They're starting to share your perspective on a few things. And it's kind of making them feel closer to you, and making their heart come towards you more, because they're starting to kind of get what you've been saying, if that makes sense. This is their other card here, Stand Your Ground. So what I'm getting from these two cards here is that they've been a bit stubborn. But they're starting to see new possibilities, a new world, a new way of thinking. It's kind of, they're struggling kind of really to see a new way of thinking. That's kind of what the issue is. They're stubborn, and their stubbornness is keeping them from expanding their thought processes and seeing a new perspective and a bigger picture in things, which is kind of what's causing them the discontentment that they're feeling. But they are coming around, and you have helped recently with that. Somehow you've helped with your perspective, and something that you're saying to them is helping them to kind of see things more clearly. And that's happening. It just so happens that that's turning out to be a bit of the way you see things. Okay. Now, when I look at your energy, these are the cards that we have. So this is solitude. And what this is telling me is that you have to go within yourself more for nurturing. Okay. You're needing some nurturing. Yeah, and see, from these other two cards that I have here, the emotional withdrawal and emotional loss, you've been wanting some of this nurturing and support from them. But because of the place that they're in, and them being stubborn and not being able to see the bigger picture, and kind of being stuck in a more narrow point of view, they haven't really been providing you the nurturing and support that you've been looking for. And so I'm seeing that you're going to have to go within and provide that for yourself right now. And then we have these two cards, sacrifice. Now, what this is showing me is that you're having to kind of not think of yourself as much when it comes to this relationship, because you're not getting the nurturing and the support that you're wanting and that you're looking for. And really, in order to continue, you are going to have to sacrifice. You are going to have to provide that support to yourself. And it looks like you may have been providing that support to them, which is helping them open their heart more. But it's kind of a sacrifice that you're making to provide that support to them. When you kind of need support and nurturing yourself, you're wanting some of that for yourself. Now, this is what I'm getting also. But because of this stubborn place that they've been in and the way they've been acting out of their own discontentment, it's causing you to withdraw. Their stubbornness is causing you to emotionally back up from the situation. And you're kind of having to go within yourself more. And you're trying to find peace and tranquility within yourself because you're not getting what you want in this relationship and you're not getting your needs met. Now, what I'm seeing, there's energy here that you're bringing to the relationship, and it's emotional loss. And then the energy that they're bringing is the crown chakra, okay? And then the energy that's crowning the both of you is mental conflict, okay? So both of you are kind of in your heads right now and struggling with thought patterns about this relationship, about each other. You're having doubts, you're having fears. There's a lot of things that's kind of going on in both of your minds about this relationship. And from seeing what you're contributing in this emotional loss card, I'm betting that it's going on more with you. It's going on with both of you. It's going on with both of you. But I think emotionally it's hurting you and you're struggling internally with it more. Now you're bringing to this that, you feel some pain. You feel hurt by them not supporting you. And then by feeling like you had to sacrifice so much, trying to support them when they're not giving back what you need them to give back. But the lesson in that is for you to learn to go within yourself, because you do have the ability to support yourself and give yourself the nurturing and support that you need. And in actuality, that's always the best, because it's going to be better and more fulfilling and wholesome than what another person can ever give you. And that's always the truth. Now, what they're bringing is crown chakra. So what I'm gathering from this and from the other cards that they have here is that what's going on with them is they don't know better. Okay, there's some things going on with them and they simply don't know better. Okay, they're not following their intuition. They're not following their inner guidance as much. And so they're in a place where they're not able to see the bigger picture. They're being stubborn, and it's causing them to kind of be in two worlds, okay, where they're not able to be solely in one place and just wholly in one place. And that's what's causing their discontentment. But don't be disheartened, because we do have this here. Okay, so there's some things that's going on internally where their perspective is beginning to meet yours. Maybe they're beginning to see that they need to be more supportive. Something is going on underneath this. Okay, so they just don't know. That's what's going on with them right now. They just aren't aware. They just don't know any better. Okay, so the overall energy of the obstacles and challenges, I can definitely see from the energy here why that is going on and what's occurring here. Now I'm going to pull an advice card from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. And we're just going to see what the romance angels have to say about all this. Oh. All right, romance angels, what is the guidance for Taurus in their love life for the month of May 2016? What do they need to know? What is the guidance that's going to help them? What do they really need to see? What is the message that you need them to have? Help us Tauruses out. And what I can tell you from these cards is that for the both of you, the negative emotions that you're feeling, them feeling discontent and bored, and your emotional loss and your pain and your withdrawal, it's all based on the thoughts you both are thinking. It's mental conflict. It's in your heads. So a shift in perspective and a new way of looking at things and finding, and you're going to find that, Taurus, as you go within and nurture yourself. You're going to find that new perspective that you're needing, because it all it takes is a shift in the way you both are thinking, and you both would be fine. This obstacle is more mental than it is real, because you're thinking that you need them to support you for you to feel supported, and that's not true. You're always supported. You're divinely supported. Okay, and you have the ability to provide for yourself anything that you've ever wanted from anybody else, and you have to know that so that you feel complete and whole within yourself, and that you are always feeling supported. Okay, and children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so what that tells me is, for some of you, a lot of what's going on is having to do with family life, your children, their children, your children together, whatever the situation is. The practicalities of life is getting in the way of the love. Okay, so just practical living things as it pertains to children. For some, it can be somebody wanting children and the other one doesn't. For some, it could be things not coming together because of, issues with the children. So it's just all based on something to do with family and commitments and dedications to families and children, and that's what's getting in the way. Let me show you that card also. So your love life is being affected by children. All right. So Taurus, that is your reading for the month of May. I really do hope and pray that it was beneficial to you. Like I said, if it doesn't resonate, check out your rising and moon signs. And if if it doesn't resonate, you can, because it can't resonate with everybody. That's impossible. You can book a personal reading with me, and I can look at your particular specific situation and help you out that way. The link for that is in the description box below. I hope that it was beneficial for you guys. Thanks, Taurus, and see you next month.